Hey, Luke here with catsandcarp.com, and I'm going to show you how to catch largemouth bass with live bait. And I'm going to show you the rods and reels we're using. I'm showing you how we're rigging our bait. I'm going to show you the gear we're using, and I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks to catching great bass with live bait. Well, I finally made it. It's 6 in the morning. I'm in Okeechobee, Florida at Fast Break Tackle. I met up with my guide Mike Jones and bought 4 dozen big old live wild caught shiners, and we're going to catch some largemouth bass with these bad boys. They look fabulous, so I'm pretty excited. This tackle shop is pretty awesome, man. This is a nice place to lose some money. Man, look at this. I gotta come back here and buy something for Tommy and Nathan. Yeah, they'll love this. Oh, ho, man. Hey, those are big boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they look like small shad.
Yeah, well, these right here they're grown, or there's a natural bait on Okeechobee.
Yeah.
In the winter, the shad go out.
Mm-hmm.
The shad go out and do their spawn.
Yeah.
During the winter, the shiners move in and they do their spawn, but that's what the main forage for the bass are.
Gotcha.
We don't have a lot of trees. We don't have rocks. It's all sand bottom.
Yeah.
So we don't have a lot of crawdads.
Yeah.
So everything that they eat are these shad or shiners or bluegill.
Yeah.
Or crappie. Now that crappie season's in, they'll eat the small crappie.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, they're all over.
Makes sense. Give them what they're eating.
Oh yeah.
Fishing on Lake Okeechobee with Mike Jones was a really interesting experience. We get up before the sunrise, and there are more bass boats getting in that water than I've ever seen in my life. And all of them were treating Mike like a celebrity because he just won the American Bass Anglers Tournament opener 4 days earlier, and it was some really tough fishing conditions. So everybody was picking Mike's brains for how he did it and where he went and what he used. It was pretty fun. Okeechobee's a very fascinating lake. It's a huge, shallow freshwater lake with tons of these little trails and floating reed islands that are all over the shoreline, and you could get lost in a heartbeat out there. But Mike's been fishing it for 30 years and knew the place like the back of his hand. Yeah.
That's a golden wild shiner.
Golden wild shiner. That hook, that's a
kale hook.
Kale hook. Okay. The little baby brother of the king kale.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. We got a golden shiner, a wild caught golden shiner, pretty good size one. And see here, it's hooked to the lip with the barb pointing outward and going through the top and out through the bottom of the chin. And another way you can rig them is through the back, right behind the dorsal fin. Just make sure there's no scales on the point and rig it that way. Now what will happen is if you rig them in the back, they can swim more freely and go up to the surface more. If you rig them through the front of the head, they tend to swim down. And I know if you rig a fish through the tail, it gets them to swim up. You see here, you got a nice bobber. Here's about 2 inches by 1 inch. And got these little rubber stoppers right down here, one on either side. And we got 65-pound braid here, nice camo type color, with about 24 inches, 18 inches of leader under the bobber, but you can adjust it. Fishing with live bait doesn't require hundreds of dollars of lures. You get some bobbers just big enough to keep the shad from being able to dive underwater, and you can use inline floats or the spring kind. You can need some stops if you're going to use the inline floats like we did, and some 4/0 shiner hooks. You can use the kale hooks, live bait hooks, wide gap hooks as well. All work really great.
See how I got this rod like this? See
Okay.
how he's pulling?
Yeah.
Just hold it, keep it right on the edge of that grass. Don't let it get up in that grass.
Mm-hmm.
But once he, but leave slack out there. Leave the slack in that line.
Uh-huh.
Keep your rod tip down about like this.
Yep.
When that cork goes under and it stays under, then I want you to reel up your slack real slow.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets tight, set straight up.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, do you let it sit for like count of one, or just goes down and just?
As long as it stays down, and sometimes it'll go down and come right back.
It doesn't pop right back up, then nail it.
Don't reel up any line or nothing. Just wait, just 2 or 3 seconds. If it doesn't come back up, then you know something's got it.
So what do they have in here besides crappie and bass?
Yeah, bluegill, shell crackers, catfish, carp, mudfish, pickerel.
You catch a little bit of everything with the shad? Or the
shiners?
Shiners, yeah.
You'll catch mudfish, you'll catch gar, catfish, you eat them. Your rod tip, all right, thunder.
Yeah.
Slowly, reel,
Yeah.
reel. When it gets tight, reel. Up, bring your rod tip up just a little bit.
Yeah, like that?
Yeah, all right, reel.
Yeah.
Reel, reel. Now yank. All right, reel, you got it.
There you go.
Ain't no little one.
Awesome. Oh, he's putting a good bend in the rod.
Told you it was a good one.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's beauty. Here we are, my first Florida bass. Look at that. See, I can catch a largemouth bass with a lot of help, of course, but yeah, I did it. What a beauty. All right, I'm gonna put this guy back here. All right. Yeah. Well, that's fun. All right, so what I'm hearing too is when that thing goes under, I reel in the slack, wait until it goes tight, and that's when I hammer it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I got you.
Now raise your rod tip. Raise your rod tip. Don't reel.
Just pull them out of the weeds a little.
Pull them out of that grass.
Gotcha.
All right, good, right there. A lot of times when you ease him out of that grass like that, a bass will follow him out and just eat him. Because a bass may not be hungry, but that shiner's in his house and he don't like it.
Yeah.
So he's gonna eat it just for spite.
I think too, fish hate seeing food go away. Thinking about it, but it starts to leave, they're like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, you got that drag set rock hard on that.
Oh yeah.
No monkeying around with you bass guys, man. I set my drag really tight on my catfish rods too, and I play them pretty aggressively. I always get people trying to tell me I'm doing it wrong.
Oh no.
It's the same thing, the same reason why the bass fishermen do it. You want that good hook set, and then you want to get them out of that junk as quickly as possible. Yeah, if you want to play them, you can do it at the surface, but don't be playing a fish in the bottom.
That's right. Over on the other side of Clewiston, in between Clewiston and Fort Myers. Yeah.
So that's kind of the smallest one we're using, and that's kind of the biggest ones we've been using. So kind of between this size is what we've been going through, and man, the bass love these, and can you blame them? Man, look at those. They just slide down the throat so easy. And they don't really have as many spines as a bluegill does or a perch does. So man, if I was going to shove this down my throat, I'd prefer this over a bluegill, I think. Less pokey. But at any rate, great bait. I think a shad would work just as well if you got an area where you can get live shad. Minnows, if you have large minnows or fall fish, probably even like suckers and other things would work good. Oh.
Yep, take your time. When it gets tight, yank. There you go. You got it. That's a good one.
Yeah, it feels fabulous, man.
Oh, mudfish.
Oh! Let me take a look at this bad boy. Oh, so a bowfin, is that what that is?
That's a bowfin.
This is my very first bowfin, man. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty stoked about this.
Don't tease them.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think they have teeth.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that bowfin. Mudfish, grendel, is that the other word for them?
Yeah.
Dogfish. Man, I think every derogatory phrase in the book has been used on these things. Oh, look at that. Well, I'm off to a banging start though. I've caught probably one of the biggest bass of my life already. I've caught a brand new species of fish.
We ain't done yet.
This is going hog wild for me. I'm happy.
During this time right here, they're coming into this area right here to spawn. They're coming from the open lake and funneling back this way because this is all sand bottom in here. A bass won't spawn in mud.
Yeah. They make like a little nest or something.
Right. Now see, up north they have tree stumps. They'll actually spawn on the side of a tree stump up north. Or they'll make a bed in the gravel. Well, we don't have tree stumps, we don't have gravel. So the only thing they can do is find the sandy areas, then make their beds, and then once the female lays her eggs, then the buck, he stays there and takes care of the eggs. See?
Oh!
Dang it.
I felt some. I think
I thought
something went pop.
Huh?
Something went pop.
No, he got your bait.
Oh.
Take your time. Take your time. Reel. Stand up. Stand up. Reel. When the line gets tight. Come on. Keep reeling. There you go.
Oh.
Come on.
Well, you know, you didn't have to call me that either. You know, I know I'm not great, but here, let me get a snapshot with him. And hey, buddy.
Got it?
Yeah, I think so. Alrighty, look at that little football, man. Oh, that's cool. All right, now this is really starting to sound more like catfishing all the time here. I'm liking this. We got 2 rods going now, so that's my bass fishing friends tell me I don't know how to keep a rod in my hands, and I think that's just how it is. But I like this. We're working 2 spots over here. We got a bobber going over here and a bobber going over there, and just doubling our chances. So we got 2 rod and reel combos we're using here. This one's the rod and the reels from Offshore Angler. You get at Bass Pro Shop. It's a 7-foot medium heavy power fast action, rated to 10-20 pound line, ½ ounce to 1.5 ounces. And over here, the other one I've been using is a Penn combo with one of the Penn Battle 2, the 3000 series, and the Battle 2 rod. And you see here, that's extra fast action, 7-foot, 8 to 15 pound line, or 8 to 20 pound line, and 1/8 to 3/4 ounce lure. So a little bit lighter rod, but they feel pretty equivalent. Both a lot of hook setting power in both of these, a lot of backbone. Oh, you just exploded. Look at that.
That's good. That's good.
Come on.
All right, start reeling. Start reeling. Start reeling. Yank. Yank.
Oh. That's all right.
Here, let me see.
Oh, 1,
Take your
2.
time. Take your time. Let him eat it. When he pulls that line, keep reeling now. Keep reeling. There you go.
There we go. Got shiner still. Nope, shook it off. Oh, another beauty. Thank you. Look at that. Kapow, right there in the corner of the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it must be a really rough life as a golden shiner, you know? Yeah. You think about how many, you know, they've only been here a few minutes and they're already getting nailed, you know, just swimming around. They got to live their whole life out here, you know?
Yeah, they got to be dodging all their whole life. They got to be dodging.
Well, my first bass fishing trip to Florida was awesome. I had a great time at Lake Okeechobee, and I learned why fishing with live bait is banned in so many bass fishing tournaments. It's an awesome, simple, and effective way to catch a lot of fish very quickly. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out some of our other great videos, including how to catch catfish with bluegill and how to catch, cook, and clean snakeheads. If you like these videos, click subscribe. We put out new videos multiple times a week. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to click like. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. And if you'd like to do one of these trips, I'll put a link to Mike Jones' guide service in the description, along with links to these videos. Thanks for watching.